What is up? It's your girl Dash. Y'all know I'm always a mess and too blessed to stress. And here we are with another mother loving banger. And today, you guys, we are on episode number 4 for Dessie and the Tessie. And we have a special guest today. And it's my mom. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
But yes, you guys, so before we get too far in this video, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so to notify each and every time we drop a video, because we are dropping them bangers. If you don't know how to subscribe, there's a red button down below. Once you hit it, it's going to turn gray and you have joined the family. Don't forget to share this video with anyone and everyone that you may know, because our channel needs to grow and we're going to roll to 10K, baby. But yes, you guys, so as you guys can tell from the title down below, today we are going to be talking about co-parenting and everything that goes into co-parenting and our different experiences with co-parenting and yeah, everything along that line. So if you're trying to tune in, stay tuned into this video and listen to what we got to say. And don't forget to put your comments and your opinions and everything else down below, because I want to hear about it. So, you ready, Mom?
Yeah.
All right. So, obviously, if my mom is talking about this, she had to experience going through co-parenting when it came to me and my brother. So the only difference is that mom had us younger than she had us when she was younger than I had my kids. So I say that to say that I could possibly be a little bit more knowledgeable at 28 than she was at 20 and 21. But for you, Ma, are there any regrets that you have in regards to co-parenting and how, you know, your co-parenting situation went? Not necessarily like as we got older, but when you first went through it.
Well, I don't have any regrets, but my situation was definitely different.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I was married
Mm-hmm.
when I had you guys. And then, of course, with my situation, with your dad being incarcerated, so co-parenting was definitely different
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't have him in the picture. So, but your grandparents were there to take the place
Right.
of him not being present. So I had a lot of support as far as having help with you guys, and I didn't have to do it by myself.
So with that situation, do you feel like in a situation like that, like, okay, where the dad can't help you take care of the kids, do you think that the grandparents should step in?
I'm not gonna say I mean, I don't know.
Me
Because it's
personally,
not
go ahead. Not to cut you off. Sorry. What you say?
I'm not gonna say that they're obligated because it's not their responsibility. Now,
Right.
it would be nice.
Right.
I mean, it would be nice if they help. But at the end of the day, it's not their kids.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that I don't think that it's an obligation. They don't have to, but I just think you should.
Yeah, it
That's
would
my
be
opinion.
nice. It would be nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in an ideal world, but again, it's not their kids. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I was blessed. And I
For
had
sure.
it on both sides, you know, where I did have a lot of help. And it wasn't just grandparents, you know, your
Mm-hmm.
aunt. I mean, at the time, you know, my brother wasn't, you know, here in Cleveland, but, you know, your auntie helped a lot with you guys. So I didn't just have the grandparents. I had a big village. So I was blessed. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that's not in that same situation.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
even if it
when
ain't grandparents, if it's other people, it don't even have to be family. It could be friends. It could
Right.
be whoever.
So when he got out, did y'all come to like an agreement? Sorry, y'all. I don't know. Oh, I forgot the air show is on Monday, and that's where all these airplanes is coming from. But did y'all try to have an agreement on you know, like a schedule for co-parenting, or like what needed to be done as far as like that with the kids, or was it still just like grandma still took just control over that, and he didn't really like step in with co-parenting with you? Because from what I can remember, my memory is that, like, it was never, I don't even know if I did or if I didn't, but I don't remember ever having like a set schedule where I would like go see my dad. But at the same time too, when my dad got out, I was young. When he went in, I was young. When he got out, I was young. So I don't remember if it was like, oh, we had a set schedule for a little bit, then it just faded off. Like, I don't remember none of that because I was still just super little.
It wasn't consistent.
Okay.
It wasn't consistent. I don't think it got consistent until y'all got older. And I think he got stable.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't consistent. But it was consistent with your grandmother. Like, she kept y'all a lot.
So basically, that was your co-parent. It wasn't the dad, but that was like your co-parent. That was the person that you made the schedules with and who helped you raise your kids and stuff like that.
Yes. Exactly.
So a lot of people would say in that type of situation that, like, they feel like that's not their responsibility to hook up with the grandparent to get the kids. Like, you know, like, if a grandparent want to see their kids, or if you need a sitter or something like that, they feel like as the mom, if that's not your mom, you shouldn't be asking them for help or like allowing them to be like your co-parent. But I feel like a co-parent don't necessarily gotta be the physical parent. If it's a grandparent that want to step in and help you raise your kids and, like, you know, work as that parent, why not allow them to? Even without that other parent. Like, that other parent don't got to be in the middle of y'all. Y'all can have that relationship between each other and, like, look, I'm the mama and you the daddy at this point. Like,
it could be at the end of the day, to me, it could be whoever wants to help.
Right.
It could be a godparent. It could be an auntie. It could be an uncle. It could be whoever. Because at the end of the day, it's what's best for the child. It's not so much as about you. It's about who's going to help you raise that child, be a solid person in that kid's life. Like, at the end of the day, we be too worried about our feelings and how we feel, and I'm bitter and I'm mad, and so no, it's about who's going to be a solid, first of all, a solid foundation for their kids. Somebody that's going to be consistent. Because popping in and out is not consistent. Every now and again, it's not consistent. So somebody that's going to be consistent. So if the grandmother or the grandfather is going to be consistent, why not take it? If the parents is going to be consistent, if the auntie is going to be consistent, shoot, if the godmother, if the cousins, whoever's going to be consistent with that child or children, let them be consistent. Whoever's going to help you.
And I think that goes
no such thing as too much.
Right. And I think that go into my topic that I said I wanted to talk about is, like, a lot of people and a lot of reasons on why, like, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of different scenarios and it's different people that you're dealing with when it comes to co-parenting and stuff like that. All situations not as easy. But I do feel like a lot of people jeopardize the co-parenting relationships because they allow their own feelings and emotions to get involved versus worrying about the kids. So it's like you mad that y'all didn't work out, or you got hate towards him for whatever reason that got to do with y'all two, that you allowing that to get in the way of the relationship that he having with the baby. And so, like, you hear all the time of, like, mothers being spiteful, taking the baby away from the dad, or even vice versa. It's some daddies that's like that too. So, like, I think that just caused so much more, like, drama and tension that's not necessarily necessary when it comes to co-parenting. Like, we supposed to be here parenting this kid, not worrying about what we got going on. We could figure out us in another time later on in life. Like, but as of right now, we need to be worrying about parenting our child and doing what's best for them, and not worrying about our relationship at hand.
And I think, and I think that's just in the beginning. And not to say that I didn't experience that or that your dad didn't experience that, because trust me, we went through that part too. You know, as far as when we both moved on and divorced and moved on, we experienced that part too. But at the end of the day, again, it's not about us. It's about, as long as the kids are not being mistreated, if that other person if that other person is loving on our kids, I look at it as a blessing for that child. Shoot,
yeah, me too. More people to love on your kid.
A blessing for me. You giving me that break. You helping me out. Like, thank you for doing my child's hair. Thank you for taking them to basketball. Thank you
Right.
for buying them clothes. And yeah, in the beginning, you might feel a little bit jealousy if they like them. Yeah, but so what? Who cares? That's another person to love on your child, to give them love, nurture them, teach them some things that you may not know, to be an active person in their life. Who cares?
Yeah. And then I always be thinking
Who
too, like, it just
cares?
be like, you don't like this person for whatever reason. But obviously, like, you and that person didn't work out. So why are you even mad? That's number one.
Right.
And then number two, you don't like this person for whatever reason, but at the same time, this person got to be around your kids. Like, so you causing all this drama with them and making this situation more toxic than it got to be, but then you still want the daddy to be able to get their kids. At that point, I really don't even want you around my kids because you don't respect me. Like, I want us to be able to be cordial, like, hey, how you doing? Whatever the case may be. Even if you need to call me and be like, what size shoe the kids wear? Whatever. Like, I want us to be able to respect each other and not be fighting over this man that, number one, I didn't already had a chance with. Like, if it was gonna work out, it was gonna work out. Why am I fighting you over him? Like, especially when half of the time the women be the reason that the relationship didn't work. Like, they be the ones to have walked away, and then now you mad that he moved on.
Right. The fact, at the end of the day, the easier you make it, the better it's going to be for all parties involved.
Exactly.
When you're bringing up all this conflict and confusion and commotion, it makes it hard for the kids, and it makes it hard for the adults.
Right.
If
Yeah, because I was even,
and I'm not saying that
ahead.
everybody has to be friends and we have to be kumbaya and go to dinner.
Just
and all
cordial
that. No.
and respectful.
Just be cordial, respectful.
Yeah.
It would be nice if everybody can get along because it makes it even that much more easier. Yeah. But if we can't, that's fine too. It's about respecting one another, letting the kids understand and see, okay, no, my dad and mom don't, my mom and dad didn't work out, but they do get along.
Right.
Yeah, they done moved on. That person that my mom is with, my dad is cool with, and vice versa. And you know what? I respect that person too, because what winds up happening is my dad don't like my new stepfather or whatever.
So now I don't like him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they don't even have no reason not to like him, but because my dad don't like him, I don't like him.
Yep.
So now my mom has to deal with me disrespecting my new stepfather.
And it just causes friction in every household for no reason. For no reason.
And for no reason. Because my mom done moved on, and so my dad has a problem with it. It's stupid. It's unnecessary and it's uncalled for. And so now it's confusion in both households for no reason. It's dumb.
Right.
We
and
need
I
to
think,
grow up and be mature.
Exactly. And I think that go like hand in hand too, like with even the stepdads, like, because even just like me being like in the dating realm and stuff like that, or just listening like what different people got to say on social media and stuff like that, or just even talking to my friends, it's like, I'm gonna say from a woman's perspective, men nowadays want you to completely cut off your baby father. And it's just like, at the end of the day, exactly. And at the end of the day, we have kids together. Like, I can't completely cut him off and have no dealings with him. Like, it ain't even like, okay, yeah, it sounds cool and all to be like, oh, drop off and pick up and that's it. No type of communication. But at the end of the day, we're raising kids. Like, I need to know what's going on at your house. You need to know what's going on at my house. Now, granted, I don't need to know, like, what time you putting the kids to bed and all that stuff. Now, I can't make a suggestion and say, like, I want us to try to be on the same schedule with the kids. Like, I'm getting them to bed at 9:30. It seemed to be working. Can you possibly try that out or something like that? But, like, as far as giving them demands of what to do at their house, that's already, And then number two is, like, I don't need to know, like, exactly everything that's going on. But if my kid didn't fail and bump their head or something, I would want you to tell me. Like, I would want us to be able to communicate. And I feel like people just get, like, co-parenting so mixed up on, like, oh, I'm just going to parent my child the way that I want to parent them. But at that point, we're not co-parenting. You're raising them in one household. I'm raising them in another household. We got two different parenting styles. We got two different things going on. So my kids don't even understand that, like, well, they gonna already had a mindset of, number one, being able to manipulate because, I can do this at mommy house, but I can't do that at daddy house, or mommy allow me to do this, but daddy don't allow me to do that. Like, no, we need to be on the same page of what don't go at daddy house, also don't go at mommy house. Like, you get in trouble at daddy house, you gonna be in trouble at daddy house. I mean, at mommy house too. Like, we need to be able to come together and literally parent the kids, not raise them in 2 separate households, giving them different rules, allowing them to do different stuff, because then too, that's when the kids become confused, and that's when, even too, when they start to pick sides and start creating drama and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, I could do whatever I want to do in my daddy house, so guess what, I want to go live with my daddy, I don't like you, I don't want to be there with you and your man, or whatever the case may be, like, and it just stir up a whole bunch of drama, whereas if we was on the same page, it wouldn't be that. On top of, like I always said, at the end of the day, these two is our kids, like, well, your kids, period, like, they're our kids. So me and you are the only ones who have an obligation to take care of these kids. Right. Nobody else do. So I'm gonna always make sure you good, because if you ain't good, my kids can't eat. And I just feel like, oh, I'm just leaving you out here struggling and, you know, not caring about what you got going on, not caring nothing about your situation, but then expecting you to still be able to take care of my kids. How can you do that? Like, you can't. Right. And I think people just be like so about self and don't be thinking about literally the situation at hand and the kids that got to be raised. They so worried about themselves and, oh, you still talking to your baby daddy, and like, no, I'm not talking to my baby daddy on that level, but I am talking to him in regards to parenting my kids.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important, because even like, you know, my situation, like being remarried and being remarried to a man who already had kids, he has to co-parent with his baby mom.
Right.
You know, he has 2. And, you know, the way that they co-parent, like, the kids knew if they was on punishment at home, they came to our house, they were still on punishment. Yeah. But that was you know, that's, again, co-parenting, making sure everybody was on the same accord. Whatever the mama said, he stayed, whatever they said. It wasn't about coming over here, oh, I'm going to my dad's house, oh, it's going to be hunky-dory. No. That was one thing that he made sure that whatever mom said, he stuck to it. Like,
because at that point too, like, what are you teaching your kids?
Yeah.
Like, what are you teaching your
kids? Like, I think the way that we all co-parented definitely has worked in our favor, because we wasn't working against each other. Right. The kids wasn't able to manipulate. They got in trouble with mom, they got in trouble with dad, and they knew. The girls knew.
And granted, you know, the kids is kids, so they eventually gonna try to slip through some holes.
Yeah.
But
no.
Like, we have to stay on the same page. Like, oh, I go to teacher conference, parent teacher conference, I'm gonna let you know exactly. If you couldn't make it, I'm gonna let you know exactly what happened at parent teacher conference. This is how your child is doing. This is what they got on their report card, and such and such and such and such. Not, oh, y'all, is this beat in my car or is it outside? Gotta be outside. That just scared the crap out of me. This thing just must be super clear that it looked like it was in here, baby. I'm sure y'all see it. But yeah, like, I don't know, I just be feeling like people just be having so many just like emotions involved, and even if it is like, it's cool if you want your family back, it's cool if you still got feelings for that person, but when it comes to parenting your child, do not use your child as a weapon. Don't use them.
No, that's the worst thing.
Yeah, like, don't. Because at the end of the day, too, what parents fail to realize is, like, you think it's cool and all to be telling your child, oh, your daddy a deadbeat and yada, yada, yada. No. But sometimes that child end up resenting you. That child end up wanting to not have nothing to do with you because you didn't keep them away from their father. Like, allow that.
They grow up. They don't stay babies forever.
Exactly. And on top of, if that really is the father, or if that really is the mother, if they're really deadbeats, best believe your child will find out.
Yeah.
It won't be a secret forever. They will figure it out. But don't allow yourself to be the person to ridicule them and put them down and tell them how terrible of a parent he is. No, just do the best that you can for your kids. Yeah. And whenever he decides to show up, let him show up and show his true colors. Because the kids is going to know. Like, it ain't no secrets.
Because at the end of the day, you down talking them don't make you look that no more better than them. Right. Be who you are.
But I think parents they think out, that.
Yeah. Be who you are. They will figure out the other parent on their own. Like, you downplaying them and down talking them don't make you look that much better. Trust me.
Because at the end of the day, too,
look worse.
Exactly. Because then at the end of the day, too, is that regardless of how good of a parent you are, mother or father, if that other parent is absent, kids are still going to yearn for that love. So, like,
Oh,
yeah, you might be dogging them. It might be, oh, your daddy a deadbeat. He don't want to have nothing to do with you, yada, yada, yada. But guess what? I still want to know who my daddy is. I still want to receive love from my daddy. I still want to be able to spend time with my daddy. So it don't matter what you saying, because I still want that love from him. So now I'm looking at you like, well, why you dogging him? And on top of, too, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, everybody make mistakes. And there ain't no parent book to parent. Y'all know that's my favorite line. But if you steady dogging him and he a deadbeat and yada yada yada, now I'm looking at you as like, what have you done, man? Like, you doing all this, but you didn't end up having me by a man that you knew from the beginning wasn't even gonna take care of me. But you trying to make yourself look good. Like, you not looking good at the end of the day. You look dumb. Like, you done made the biggest mistake.
Right.
Especially when they already got kids. And you didn't see they weren't taking care of their kids. You didn't want to have a kid by them, and then now I'm looking stupid. Right. I'm looking stupid. You telling me my daddy a deadbeat, and you want me to, I don't know if that's, you want me to love you more or appreciate you more. I don't know what it is, but no, I'm looking at you as like, dang, like, you should have picked a better partner to have a baby with. How you done left me daddyless. Like, it's just stupid. That's just like, promise up, I followed this lady on Instagram, and shoot, she got to be like your age, man, like in her 40s, and she's looking for her dad. And she went to her mom to try to get answers. She never knew who her dad was. But she went to her mom to try to get answers, and her mama, like, clear cut, cussed her out. Like, didn't want to get her no answer, just like full-blown dogged her. As if, like, you know, like, I didn't do enough for you. Why you looking for this man? And yada, yada, yada. And it's just like, yeah, I'm grown. Yeah, I lived my whole life already. Yes, you were a great mother. But I want to know who my father is.
Right. And she's entitled to that.
Exactly. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, people just, I don't know. They just take everything just so wrong to me. And it's just like, I don't know. Again, not thinking about the kid. Granted, that lady is a grown woman, but you're not thinking about her and the love that she want to receive, or even how she say, like, so how she looking, what made her, she already been looking for her father all these years, but she finally found a man that she think is her brother. And so, like, they look alike. They have a little bit of DNA, but it's not enough to say if they are actual brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow.
So she just, like, super invested on trying to find out if this is really her brother, and if it is her brother, who is their daddy, because he don't know the daddy either.
Wow.
He ain't never met his daddy before either. So they trying to figure out, number one, if they are siblings, and then if they are, who their daddy is, and then just the family that they got behind them, because at that point, you don't know your daddy, you don't know none of your daddy's side of the family. Right. And that's how incest and all that stuff end up happening, because this could be your cousin and you don't even know, and you didn't have a baby with them.
Yeah, and it happens all the time. Like, that be the thing. Like, I don't like all them family secrets. Why?
Yeah, it don't need to be no secret. Who is my daddy, baby? Like, you know who it is.
Or just say, you don't know. You were sleeping around.
Or, but just give me the... You better not be sleeping around with too many men that you can't remember who it was at that time. I don't care if it was 2 or 3. Let me test 2 or 3 and see who my daddy is. Because at this point, too, if you can't tell me who my daddy is, and obviously I don't know him, like, you already look like, man, what were you doing? So you spilling the tea, telling me that it's between 2 or 3 men ain't gonna make you look no worse.
Right. That's some generational curses,
man. Especially back in the
I
day.
took care of you and all this. No, I'm entitled to know who I belong to.
Whether you took care of me or not, like, I still should know who my father is. A woman can't have a baby without a man. I need to know who my daddy is. And you shouldn't be trying to keep that secret from me because of whatever reason. Either you was sleeping around or you just hate him so much. If you hated him that much, you should have had a baby.
Exactly. That's between you and him. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Don't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know the man to hate him. Now I'm about to hate you because why you keep me away from my daddy?
Right. And I'm 40-something years old.
Literally, people is crazy, and I just feel like they create so many problems for no reason. Like me, when it comes to my co-parenting style and my kids, like, baby, I don't care about none of that other stuff. We could talk about that later. It's about the kids right now. Like, me,
and that's what it's supposed to be about.
And you, things didn't work. If they work out later on in life, that means that was God's plan. But as of right now, God's plan is for us to co-parent. So let's do the best that we can for our kids. Because they deserve to be raised right.
And they deserve to have both parents.
Yeah.
They need to. It's only healthy for them.
And even the women...
Teach your boys,
go ahead.
Boys how to be men, and men can't teach girls how to be women.
Exactly.
So they need the best of both worlds. That's just my opinion. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of our men. They didn't have men in their lives, and they was raised by women.
Absolutely.
And it shows.
Y'all seen my last video. If y'all didn't, go check it out. But yes, no, that's absolutely. And then I even think too, like, even when it comes to you know, just you and the dad, period, like, even if y'all didn't work out or whatever the case may be, like, still just giving your kids like that positive, like, outlook on, like, co-parenting don't have to be so bad, or like it's still okay to take care of a woman that's not yours, or to look out for a man that's not yours for the sake of your kids. Like, it don't always just gotta be like rah rah. Like, when I have a birthday party for my kids, I want the daddy to be able to come, and if I'm married, I want the husband to be able to come. Like, and I just feel like that's how it should be. Why we gotta have 13 different birthday parties?
Right.
Baby, we can put all our money together. Exactly, and do what need to be done for these babies. Right.
We gotta have 50 parties.
Exactly.
The daddy gotta have
like,
a party, the grandma gotta have a party.
Girl.
It's ridiculous.
Because then too, majority of the time when it's beef between the mama and daddy, best believe they ain't the only ones included in the beef. There's other people included in the beef. So now, oh, well, I want to have a birthday party, but grandma can't come because grandma mad at such. Like, it just be too much. Like, just get along for the sake of the kids.
And drama for no reason. It don't have to be drama.
Man, especially too, because the kids be wanting that. Like, they be wanting to be able to see. First of all, kids want their parents to be together majority of the time anyways. But even if their parents can't be together, at least to just be able to see their parents in like a positive light together, or like to know that, like, oh, I got a basketball game and mommy and daddy gonna come. Like, even though mommy and daddy ain't together. Not it's gonna be, oh, well, mommy can come to this game, but daddy gonna come to the next one because they can't be in the same establishment together.
Right.
Like, no. Or you didn't see him and his baby mama, other baby mama, or a wife or something show up at the game, and now you causing all this drama for no reason. Because you don't like the woman. Like, it's just so stupid. But yes, I just feel like when it comes to co-parenting, like, people just need to learn how to put their feelings to the side. And again, these kids ain't asked to be here, so do what's best for the kids. And whatever else between y'all two, if it's gonna work itself out, it's gonna work itself out. Like, either y'all gonna be together or y'all not. But don't put that on the kids, because they did not ask y'all to have no baby together. They just here.
Yes. And these girls need their fathers.
Absolutely.
In their lives, because it shows as well.
Absolutely.
When these fathers are absent,
man,
based on the men that they pick as their partners, because they have no clue of how a man should treat a woman,
how a man should treat a woman, or they yearn for love from a man.
Yes.
Like, just that
and
simple,
from the wrong ones.
Yes, that simple thing, that they're willing to accept whatever from any man just because they want to be loved by a man, because they were never loved by their father,
because their dads were not there.
Yeah, and it's the same for it's men like that too.
Yeah,
who
love from a woman.
Yeah, like their parents their mother might not be present. Now granted, if they pass away or something, that stuff we can't control, but if you have the ability to take care of your child, and even when it comes to grandparents too, like, y'all grandparents, y'all also have to step up if you see that man ain't doing what need to be done. Especially if, say for instance, it's a grandma, this her son, and you know that your husband is a good man. Step up so that you and your husband can be a good role model for the kids, even if it ain't their own daddy. They need some kind of positive male figure in their life, not just the daddy. Especially if the daddy not gonna ever get his act together and do what he need to do for these kids. For sure.
That's why I said it takes at the end of the day, co-parenting from the very beginning. What did I say? It doesn't always have to be the parent. It could be anybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody.
Y'all need to just go ahead and get out of your feelings.
Anybody. Because like in the beginning, y'all dad he wasn't here. He couldn't be here. So it was other people that, took his place. Which I'm very, 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 very grateful for.
Yeah, because my grandma, that's my girl.
Yeah, Papa, we had Bill came, the list goes on. And we had Anthony, we had a lot of males, and females that auntie, we had a lot of people. My mom, we had a lot of people.
For sure. And I've been seeing a lot lately too of y'all women nowadays be taking these kids away from daddies that want to be active daddies.
Oh, I hate it.
It could be one thing if this man don't want to be a daddy, but the ones that want to be a daddy,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That man want to see his baby, and because you mad, you keeping them away. That is not fair.
Don't do that.
When there's so many women out here begging for a man to want to take care of his kid, absolutely begging, and here you go, got a man that want to take care of his kid, and you making every excuse under the book on why. Oh, she's sick. He's sick. I'm their daddy. My kid's sick. Oh, they going to their daddy house. Baby, here go the routine of the medication.
Right. And
this is what needs to be done. Now, granted, like when Asen got his surgery or whatever, like the first day, I don't think it was my day. I'm not sure, but we split it up. Like he got Asher and I got Asen. Obviously, because a mother is more nurturing, loving, caring, and for real, some dads are kind of like scared of stuff like that. But after that first day, bye. You're going to your daddy house, baby. It's his day.
And actually, you know what? Even with that, Asen actually kind of did better with Aaron with the eye thing, because he let him do the drops better.
Yeah.
He did better with
my kids do better, period, with anybody but me. Anyway.
Yeah.
So when it came to him getting his medicine and his drops and stuff, he definitely did do better with Aaron. I don't know what's something about that father figure, but that's why they need him, baby. Because they run over them mamas. We too soft. That's why they need them daddies. So let that daddy be in that baby life.
Yes. We can't, at the end of the day, we always talk about we tired. I'm tired. I need help.
Yeah,
as soon as you get the help, you won't relinquish control. Let them daddies do their job. Exactly. If something happened to you, then what? Exactly. He don't have no choice. So allow him to be the help that you need. Allow him be that person in their lives. That's what they're there for.
Exactly.
You ain't Superwoman.
And y'all daddies that don't want to, that think that, like, don't get me wrong, society, period, this just has always been what it was from the very beginning, the beginning of times. The mother takes on more responsibilities. Okay, fine, cool. But, sir, you still have an obligation to this kid. And this is not just my baby. This is both of our babies. So, yeah, I might handle it very well. But that don't mean that I don't need your help or that your kid don't need you. Like, yeah, this is my baby. And I've always had that idea, period. Like, and we even had to talk about that before I even had my kids, that at the end of the day, like, these are my kids. A man can walk away whenever they want to. I mean, a woman can walk away too. But majority of the time, the man gonna walk away, not the woman. So these are my kids. Absolutely. But I'm still gonna hold you responsible and accountable for your kids. Especially if you there. What you about to be doing? Laying around not doing nothing? Absolutely not. These are your kids too. So you're going to help me take care of them. So for all the men that just be like, oh, that's her baby, or she wanted that baby, or whatever the case may be, the baby here now and you help create it. So take care of it. And stop making excuses to be lousy and not do nothing. But I don't know, this is always a little touchy subject for different people because, of course, like I said, it can be different little scenarios. Everybody got their different reason on why they do what they do. Right. But half the time when you really dig deep into it, you're being petty. If we're being completely honest.
And stop it.
Stop it. These kids need their parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles. It takes a village. And everybody in that village is going to take care of that child and going to play a different role. Like, you want to have a village for real because, like, just for example, like, for me, if I was growing up, certain situations, I probably would be, like, easier to go and talk to my aunt versus my mom. Not to say she wasn't going to tell my mom. I don't know. Maybe she did. I don't know. But at least I had somebody as, like, an outlet to go and talk to. Whereas if you don't got this village to help you and to help raise your kids, like, now they don't got nobody to talk to. They don't got nobody to turn to. Even when kids get mad at their parents all the time. So you get mad at your parent, like, who you turning to talk to? Nobody.
Your friends.
Yeah, and they gonna steer you wrong, baby. They is gonna steer you completely wrong. So yeah, like, I don't know. Definitely take advantage of your village and just stop being so spiteful when it comes to these kids. When it comes to these kids, I think I'm gonna have another podcast too, though, because I want to talk about, it was a post, and I want to talk about, they was like, people don't talk enough about deadbeat grandparents, and I think that's a good topic that we need to talk about.
That's a good topic.
A good topic, especially nowadays, because 2024, baby, these grandparents, is not grandparenting. Okay? They trying to kick it. And for real, back in the day, y'all done had these kids younger than us. Yeah. So your mama was way younger than you is right now. And you still trying to kick it. Help that girl raise her baby. She need help. She need guidance. But yeah, you guys. That's all I got to say. What else you got to say, Mom?
That's it. I just think
that people need
just
to
be
grow up.
patient. Be patient, guys. It's hard, and I understand. It's not easy. But be patient. Y'all have to work together. Y'all made these kids together. Try to work together. Just work together. If you work together, it just definitely makes it that much easier.
For sure.
For all parties involved.
And who want to live their life in hell? Like, 'cause that's what y'all doing to yourselves. Y'all just living in a pit of hell for no reason. Like, you don't even got to. Like, you know, every time this man call your phone, now you just pissed off. Like, yeah. No, why am I allowing this man to ruin every second of my day? Like, no. Right. It's not even worth it. Like, just, like I said, even if it do got to be two separate households that y'all raising the kids in, like, man, don't get to telling him what to do in his house. Just let it be that, and least confusion as possible, least drama as possible. Just let the man raise the kids how he gonna raise the kids, and don't say you didn't pack their lunch the way that I would have packed their lunch, so they ain't coming over there tomorrow.
Right, that's stupid.
Like, no.
Because at the end of the day, you don't want him telling you what to do at your house.
Exactly. And what people fail to realize too is, I don't care what you say, how accountable you hold a daddy ain't a mama. And that's just period. Now, it's some daddies.
How do you know? This is my thing too, and I always think about this. How do you know that you're doing it right?
Exactly.
How do you know that your way is the right way?
Because what worked for you at your house might not necessarily work for him at his house. Because number two, just how I said, my kids don't listen to me worth of nothing, okay? But they'll listen to their daddy more than they'll listen to me. Now, granted, they still act out or whatever, but they'll listen to him more than they listen to me. So a way that I may discipline or they routine at home may not be the same as his, because he don't got to deal with what I got to deal with. Or his day might not look like my day. Just how he might say, like, he might be like, oh, they don't do that at my house. I can clean up while they woke. Whereas me, I'd be like, no, my time going to be clean up after I lay y'all down. I'm going to lay y'all down and then I'm going to clean the house, because it's not going to work for me to do the other way. But it might be able to work for him, because they might listen. They might sit down. It's plenty of times where I call my kids and they sitting down on their iPads or watching a movie chilling. Think they going to do that at my house? Not for 5 minutes. So yeah, stop trying to run that man. Let him be a daddy and let him do what he gonna do. You do what you gonna do, and y'all do what's best for them babies.
As long as y'all loving on those kids, they not being neglected, they not being mistreated, their needs are being met. That's the main concern.
Literally.
And that should be your main concern, your focus. Not whether their hair was done, not whether they changed their clothes. That's the minimum. As long as they ate, they got shelter, and they being loved on, that should be your focus.
Like, promise
that the girlfriend was over there.
Exactly. Promise that.
Or the boyfriend.
Aaron don't dress the kids how I dress the kids. That's nothing to take away from him. But it's just how it is, right, Mom? Like, you can tell.
Exactly.
You can tell if I got them dressed, or if Aaron got them dressed. That don't make him no bad daddy. But baby, just know.
I tell her all the time, they was clean.
Right.
And I said,
and just know too, I'm not about to cause no argument about what you put on them kids this morning. I'm just gonna bring what I want them to wear to wherever we going, and we gonna call it a day. Exactly. I'm not about to be like, why you put this on them? Why you look at me? I'm not about to do that. No, I'm gonna just bring the outfit because we got somewhere to go today. Like, it's no point of even causing an argument like that. Or why you didn't bring my shoes back? Why you didn't do that? Like,
right. Oh, that type of stuff is petty too. That's a whole nother situation.
I don't know if y'all know, but my mama got a daycare, and one of her daycare kids, they would take their shoes off. But if the daddy was picking them up, them shoes will stay. Because them shoes cannot go to that daddy house because the mama brought him in them shoes.
It was petty.
How petty is that? Now you humiliating this kid. They got to walk outside with no shoes on because you want to be petty?
About shoes.
Couldn't be me. I'm sorry. I don't want that much drama in my life. I'm sorry. I really just want to be at peace. Like, I'm not about to argue with you over nothing so stupid like that.
But
like,
look what you
no.
put the kid. But see what the kid is going through.
Exactly.
But that be the problem. People don't think about the kids.
They don't. They think about themselves. Because just think about it. At some point, he's going to put the shoes back on the kids. And it's going to make it back home. Right. At some point. Or even how they be, you ain't buy these clothes and I don't never see them again. Y'all, they kids. They probably only going to wear them one time. They probably only going to be able to wear these shoes one time.
Because they growing like weeds.
Exactly. So, what does it really mean?
It's dumb. And petty.
So petty. Like, y'all be causing confusion and drama for no reason. Literally, grow up. Grow up, be respectful, and leave the past in the past, baby. It ain't work out. We moving on.
Exactly.
Let's go find happiness somewhere else. Even if that's in your kids' shoe. Just be happy being single and with your kids.
Let these parents be involved if they want to be involved.
Exactly.
Quit pushing them away. Because eventually, they will walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to be looking crazy.
And y'all step parents too, allow them daddies and mamas to be parents. While y'all getting so, why you still talking in, like, shut up. This they parent. Cause y'all make the situations worse too, and y'all probably don't even really want to take on that full-blown responsibility.
No, nobody wants to do it alone as much as we say, I can do it by myself. No, the hell you
no.
can't. No. And you don't want to, trust me.
Right.
Because again, they don't stay little forever. Because you're going to get tired of getting them calls from the school because they acting up. Or you're going to get tired of having to be the only one taking them to their events. Or doing this and doing that. You get tired of that. You're going to get tired and burnt out and wore out.
And even as a step parent, even if you want to do it, you're going to want to do it. But in the back of your mind, you still going to be thinking, like, I'm doing all this for this kid.
You get tired.
And where's they daddy?
You get tired, especially if you got more than one kid.
Right.
Like,
he can come pick them up for the weekend, but he can't buy them no school clothes. Like, something's going to come out about it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Something going to come out about it. But like I said, too, step parents do be sometimes getting in the way of that relationship with the kid and they other parent. Causing drama for no reason.
Oh, most definitely. I'm glad that wasn't me. I was not her. I was a good stepmother.
Because parents too, I feel like, this conversation gonna go on and on, but look, this is another thing. I feel like, okay, so say for instance is a mama and she got a husband and it's a daddy and he got a wife. Like the husband, which is the stepdaddy, and the stepmama, y'all fueling and causing all this friction and yada 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 with the other parents and whatever the case may be. What y'all fail to realize too is that the kids begin to not like y'all. So when the kid don't like y'all, and then you still want them to be able to go to their daddy house or whatever the case may be, baby, I don't want to come over there no more because I don't like you. You didn't cuss my mama out, you didn't dog my mama, and now you think I want to come to my daddy house? I don't. Right. I don't want to come to my daddy house, and I don't want to see you.
Right.
Like, no, so it's like, stop causing all that drama, and then y'all be, she keeping the baby away. Shoot, how you know that baby ain't saying, Ma, I do not want to go over there.
Exactly.
I do not want to be around him and that lady.
Yeah.
So y'all just really need to think before y'all do and just worry about the babies and not you. Ooh, that rhyme. Think before you do, worry about the babies and not you. Ooh.
You tell them, Pookie. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, damn. But that's basically all I got to say today. You done, man?
Yeah. I'll be back, y'all.
Well, I felt like we had a good conversation. She will be back. Y'all, I'm really looking for, I want some men on my channel. I'm going to ask my brother, but he just be acting like he is just so busy. I actually got a podcast that I want to do with Cam and Dee together. But my brothers, I really want to do a podcast with them because they are so opinionated, y'all. Like, ain't no breaking through with them. They don't care. Whatever it is that they say, baby.
Oh, I want to be on that one too.
Yeah, so I do want to do a podcast with them. So I'm going to try to see when their little schedule is available to where everybody can get on. So mom can get on with us too. But then too, y'all, we're going to have some type of organization because, baby, everybody going to get the yelling, especially D, y'all. He don't care, okay? He do not care. And he want everybody to agree with him. You don't agree with him, he going to be mad. I really should do it to where y'all all in the car. And then I don't have to do the FaceTime because that'd be easier for our communication to be heard. Because when it's on the phone, it's gonna be a hot mess. But yeah, you guys, so I do need some men to be in my podcast. So if you a man and you watching this and you want to be a part of my podcast, and then hit me up, because I do need some men and some men opinions. But yes, I think we had a good little talk today. Make sure y'all drop down below y'all opinion on everything. Y'all, I want to know what's going on, because this lady just pulled up. She was old as dirt, and she got a baby car seat, and then this other lady just pulled up, and she got a baby swing. Like, what's they about to do up here? I know they be having like community baby showers and stuff sometimes, but I don't think that's today. But anyways, whatever. That's beside the point. I'm all in these people's business. But yes, you guys. So if y'all got any ideas, drop them down below. Let me know how y'all feel about this conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time we drop a video, because we are dropping them bangers as always. And y'all share this video, because we on the road to 10K, baby. Okay, we got a family to feed. So share this video, y'all. We need to get some coins. Okay. But yes, you guys. So that's basically it for today. Thank my mom so much for joining our show today.
You're welcome.
And yeah, that's it. We checking out. Peace.
Oh, wait a minute. One more thing. Big Mama Ray's has 2 openings, just in case y'all need some daycare.
Period. If you live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Drop it in the bottom.
Drop it in the bottom if you need daycare in Cleveland, Ohio. You don't even gotta live in Cleveland. Surrounding areas of Cleveland.
Yes.
Period. Go ahead. Promote yourself, girl. And AB Styles, y'all, my edges is sweating out because it is hot in here, because I got my computer sitting up here and it's blocking my air and I'm sweating bullets. But AB Styles can take some new clients too, always. So and some new subscribers. So subscribe to my channel, and we're checking out.